Right. Well, welcome in, everyone. Welcome to episode 56, 65, wrong way around. Cut that
Great
out.
start.
It's definitely a Sunday morning, isn't it?
Blimey. And we're recording this on a Sunday morning at 9:30, in case you didn't realise.
Pre-coffee.
Pre-coffee, pre-everything, pre-breakfast, pre-waking up, to be honest. But yeah, welcome in. My name is Harry Sermon, and of course joined by Matt Lacey.
Morning, Harry.
Morning.
Jay. Morning, everyone.
Morning,
And of course Jamie Joyner as well.
morning, gents.
What would have been good there if I got all your names mixed up as well as the episode. But yeah, here we are, another episode. Next time we speak, we'll be talking about the drum show, but we'll come back to that probably a little bit later on. We're all excited. But you might notice for the visual listeners that we're all sat in the visual listeners. We're all sat in a slightly different position today because judging by the episode title, which we're not 100% sure what it will be, but something to do with chops and drum fills, we're going to be playing and teaching some drum fills today, or at least attempting to, right, Matt?
Yeah. Attempting to, correct, Harry.
Yeah. So yeah, this is going to be hopefully an educational episode. Not the other 64 of them aren't, but hopefully there'll be something for you to kind of go home with and work on and learn, which will be exciting. Just quickly though, before we move on, drum show, as we just mentioned a minute ago, is a couple of weeks away now. The plan for the next episode is to kind of do a little pre-drum show roundup. Am I right, Jay? Is that the kind of plan?
I reckon so. Yeah, get the excitement going.
We seem to sort of do that every year, and it's we everyone enjoys the drum show. We all it's a big social for everyone, and we're really looking forward to it. So we'll do a little sort of roundup episode. Next week. So not really much housekeeping to kind of get into. And if anyone got anything to
none of
mention
us are buying anything new, I think, in lieu of the of the show in a couple of weeks. Or at least that's my intent, is to
drum gear-ageddon, as they call it.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah,
Instagram with a shop, as we
said. Yeah. Instagram in real life, I think you said last year.
With a shop.
Yeah, with a shop. Instagram shop. Cool. Right. Let's get into it. Who wants to go first and show off their fine work to teach the good listeners? Who would like to volunteer?
Jay, do you want a bit more time? Because you didn't get until 2:00 this morning.
Jay needs to wake up a minute. Power up.
If it's cool, you guys get started and I'll warm up. And maybe I'll just. I'm also gonna figure out in my head what mine is. So
nice.
You guys go for it.
Highly professional, prepared podcast incoming.
Well,
it'll be fine, but it's cool.
I'm excited to hear it just from what you teased a minute ago. I'm excited. It seems like it's going to be a technical burst, if you will.
Yeah.
Which I'm excited.
I don't know.
I was going to suggest maybe, Matt, because you've got a higher subdivision. Do you want to maybe go first and we can work our way down the subdivisions?
Not that I'm boasting, but I've got more subdivisions than you.
I'm in 64th notes, mate.
But I'm playing at 10 BPM.
Yeah.
Well, this is a really useful chop, fill, whatever. I mean, who doesn't want a full bar of 30-second notes, everyone? We use that on every gig. I should just preamble this a bit. So I've taken this from Louis Palmer. I'm a member of his playbetterdrums.com website. And on there, he shares loads of stuff. And he shares like a lick of the month, if you like, which is just a little kind of, it's not necessarily, although obviously he talks about it, it's not necessarily playing a thing in the context of a song or musically. It's not necessarily doing a rudiment, although obviously rudiments play a big part in it. But it's just a nice thing to kind of play as a standalone exercise, really. And this is where this comes in. This is not one of mine. This is Louis Palmer's. On his site, he does share a lot of, or quite a bit of stuff that he's picked up from teachers he's had. So like stuff he does, there's a 5-part chat with Thomas Lang on there. So Thomas is on the site and what's his name? Mendoza. You'll help me out.
Juan Carlito Mendoza.
Juan Carlito Mendoza does a couple of these. So they have guest tutors on doing the lick of the month and stuff like that. And he also has shared a little bit from the New Breed book with Gary Chester. So he's very out there, kind of doesn't mind sharing stuff that he's invested in, but he does promote the thing that he's doing at the source. So I'm doing exactly the same. So I'm going to promote Louis' site and give him a shout out. This is a lick that he brought out. It was from late last year. And when I first came to it, I'm like, oh, nowhere near that. And I wasn't anywhere near it. But to break it down, we're playing 30-second notes through the whole thing. So we're playing it at like 65, 70 BPM. If you can go quicker, great. But it's a nice kind of gospel choppy thing to play in a slow song. Completely out of context, and you'd never do it. But I'll just get into the meat and potatoes of it. I won't play it necessarily straight away. I'll just break it down. So for the sake of this, when I'm describing it, and we have a lot of listeners and not many people viewing necessarily, obviously, we're counting 30-second notes, 1 eander, 1 eander. That's how I would potentially count them. Mm-hmm. But for the purposes of this, I'm going to talk about notes 1 to 8 on beat 1, 1 to 8 on beat 2. So if we talk about beat 1, quite simply, he says, we're going to play two notes on high rack tom, 1, 2, mid tom, 3, 4. Then we're going to play 3 on the floor tom. So that's 7 notes. Now that last note on the floor tom, we're going to accent. So hopefully that accent came through. Yeah. Now we're going to go to the snare. So we've not quite finished beat 1 yet. We've got 1 30-second note left. Mm-hmm. But I kind of want you to put that to one side for a minute and just imagine that accented floor tom is the first beat of a paradiddle diddle.
I was thinking there's a little group of 6 and that's starting a new chunk, isn't it? But it's like over the beat.
Over the beat line. Yeah. Nice. So that beat, that third beat on the floor tom as an accent, now we're going to play that as an accented note, and then we're going to play a ghosted paradiddle diddle on the snare. So that will be paradiddle diddle. So that's what we've played. That takes us up to the 4th beat of beat 2, the fourth note of beat 2. Mm-hmm. Now we're going to go back the other way because we've just finished our paradiddle on the snare, left, left. We're then going to go back to the floor tom. So we've just finished left, left. We're then going to go back to the floor tom with 3 notes. Now we are left-hand lead to come back up to the mid tom for 2 notes. Oosh. Left-hand lead back up to the high tom for 2 notes. And we're going to accent that note. Yeah. That then becomes the first note of another paradiddle diddle ghosted on the snare. Uh-huh. So that will be...
Can you play it up to this point?
Oh, so absolutely, yeah. So we've got...
Wow.
Cool. Oh, yeah.
And then that on the end, okay? Right. So that takes you to the end of beat 3.
Right. So we've got 8 notes left.
8 notes left. Now, this is the easy bit. Great. We're going to play singles on the snare. That's 30 seconds. We're going to accent the first one, he said, looking at his notes, the 4th one, the 5th one, and the last one. So we're playing 4E under, 4E under, but we're going to accent right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to play the whole thing now, slowly, which is incredibly difficult to do. But here we go. That's the whole thing.
Great. Nice.
silence falls across the line. So now you're going to ask me to play it faster in context, aren't you?
Well, I was gonna say, is there
no?
Would you normally do this to like a click or something? Is there like
yeah? So I'm playing this. I've got this up to about, in terms of I'm being happy with the clarity of the notes. I'm playing it at about 75.
Yeah,
cool.
But for practice purposes, I'm probably just kind of laying it down at 65, 70.
Because I think with the way that the accents go, it can kind of sound like a lot of like 6s and 4s and stuff, rather than 8s. So if you don't have the click as like that reference to the anchor of the downbeat of the bar or whatever, it can just sound a bit more like triplet vibes. But
it's exactly that, because I know if I hit I know I'm playing singles on beat 4. If I start those singles with the 4th note of the click, right?
Yeah.
I'm home free.
Yeah, it's the first three beats which are the tricky ones, isn't it?
Yeah, because you're not playing that paradiddle diddle doesn't start on a downbeat. But it kind of, so that was because I know it's paradiddle diddle. Or then as I come back up,
yeah,
it just
So it was a shortcut. Oh, that's the sticking, but the placement of it in the bar was the bit that was like, oh,
yeah,
it's not weird.
You have to do it that way around, really, isn't it?
Yeah. And it's just a function of kind of coming round the kit clockwise and then going back round the kit anti-clockwise. You're playing 30 seconds. It's a quicker stick rate maybe than you would normally play all the time. Shall I give it a go at a bit more?
Yeah, I was going to say, if you could, it'd be nice to kind of hear it up a little bit.
Shall I play it with a groove and then play?
Sure.
Play. Okay, here we go. So there, I played the accent on the snare. I didn't go to the floor tom, but I didn't go back that way quick enough. But he does give options with that, so you don't have to play.
You could cut it in half.
Yeah, you could cut it in half, or you could play to the end of the 3. You don't have to play those 30-second notes on beat 4 because that's a clean break. So then you could play something, I don't know, in sextuplets there.
Yeah.
Or
got options.
You could do something over that and play. Or he goes, maybe you could go back to the toms. So you could do that. So I'll play the fill just as it is again. So that's the fill as it is. Yeah, and it just gives you something to play that way around the kit, anti-clockwise around the kit.
I love the accent. Yeah, like the accent patterns, particularly towards the end when you come back onto the snare. I was a bit like, oh, it felt very, when you were describing it, really random. The last 8, but then you put it in context like that, and the accents completely changed the feel of the whole bar. Yeah, but with that last bit especially, I feel. And
that actually, I was like, oh, it's just singles on beat 4, but that accent pattern, it tripped me up a little bit. I'm like, oh, because it's not. It's not the 4 and the and in effect. It's the 4 and then the E before the and, so that was it took a little bit to put the accents in and not just bail out and just play 8 accented 30-second notes or play it all ghosted. So it's like that actually took a little bit to get my head around, just to get those. But you're right, it does give context to everything that came before it, Jay, doesn't it?
Yeah.
With that single accent. I think it's the harder bit is to make sure you play an unaccented note coming back to the floor tom.
Oh, yeah.
Because you want to go, you've just played a paradiddle diddle, and then you're moving to a floor tom and not playing a loud note, but leaving that as not ghosted, but as a kind of standard note before you hit the accent on the high tom.
And it's tough to like move up round the kit, essentially left-hand lead, kind of playing this section of it where you're moving it backwards, and that feels really awkward, which is why you were saying like it's a really good exercise of like moving around, like dexterity sort of thing,
Yeah, because I used to play triple paradiddles just to warm up. You play a diddle on the floor tom and come back the other way. But I use this as well, just as a because you can play. Because actually, you've got to come off that 30-second note rate back to playing eighths at 60 or 70 BPM, and you've got to lock back in at that speed before the note rate increases for the fill. But anyway,
man,
there we go.
That's monstrous.
Wow,
done that without the aid of coffee. You know, at quarter to 10 on a Sunday morning. So
power. Practice is key.
Practice is key. Yeah, I've been working on that. I mean, that wasn't a 5 minute. On the smash that out. That I've been playing that since before Christmas.
Yeah.
But I hope everyone took something from that, enjoyed it, or
great, man.
Comes up with a different version of it. And thanks to Louis for sharing that on his site. And right.
Nice.
Who wants to go?
Do you want me to go, Jay?
I'm happy to go next if you think...
go, Jay.
Go for it if you're ready. If the mind's ready for it,
we'll find out. Okay.
I was going to say, do I need to be sat down for this? But I already am. So
yeah. I put my sticks down. I'm not.
Right. Right. Is this all? You can kind of see that, can't you?
Yeah.
I'm just going to move this slightly so I can talk and play at the same time.
We should probably say, actually, I'm playing a Yamaha DTX8.
Oh yeah, bit of gear.
What we're doing.
Gear for the gang. What's that again?
I liked your drum preset or whatever the
it's basically called that's preset 2 Steel Ring.
Okay.
That's
huge.
Yeah. They sound big and open, clear drum heads is what I imagine. Just in a nice room.
All of which is not true.
Sounds great.
What are you playing, nice. Jay? What are you?
So I'm on a Roland TD27 KV.
Nice.
So, which I've had for maybe 2 years now. No, maybe 3. Yeah.
Nice.
My little baby.
It's a big rig. Brilliant
for some gigs as well. So, it's been with me on a few shows too, which has been really nice. So we are well acquainted now. So
let's go for it. Tell us all about it.
Okay. So mine is not 32 notes long. It's only 6. But what you could do with it is kind of make it into a longer little choppy thing if you wanted to. So you can take that 6 and you can make it 12, or you could kind of do a whole bar of it if you wanted. Because I think you can start just voicing it around or using it however you like. So I wanted something kind of when I was playing in a shuffly swung feel to have a little sort of fill or little lick where it goes on the upbeat a little bit and just gives it a little push. I'll play what I mean. But basically having an accent on the third note of the 16th note triplet. So like yeah, so kind of having like a little kind of upbeat thing. So I guess the best way to describe it is 2 little chunks. It's a left-handed flam with the right hand on the floor tom and flamming across to the snare drum. And then that's literally the first note. And then it'll be a left hand, 2 left hands. So that's the first kind of 2 notes of the whole 16-note triplet. And then this would be the accent or the little push I was talking about. So you can play this on a crash, like, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Okay, and then the final half of it will be a left kick. Yeah. So all together.
Nice.
So that was kind of the thing I was messing around with. And then being on electric kit and able to change the voices and things. And I had a spare cymbal going. I was like, I'm going to make a stack.
Yeah.
and start doing it with a stack because that's fun. So I then started doing... Okay. So doing that. And then obviously once you've got that one, that's just on the set. You could then put that on other crashes or whatever, kind of choose where you like. So so you can just move your right hand around. So it works well as like a one bar chunk. So one beat.
Ooh. Oh,
Yeah. So as one, it's quite nice. You can then do a 2.
Yeah.
Or yeah, you could fill up a whole bar if you wanted.
That's ripping. And you could also change the tom, I guess, couldn't you? You could sort of do rack tom crash, mid tom glide, floor tom stack sort of thing.
I also started doing like instead of doing a crash, putting just a regular accent on that push. But yeah, I was also what you're saying, Harry. Yeah, playing the flam here all the time. But yeah, you could move move your right hand around that part of the lick, or with the little push side of it on the third 16th note triplet, bring that onto an accent on a drum rather than on a cymbal. So yeah, you've got lots of different combinations. So like that's on the upbeat, or There's loads of combinations.
That's so good.
But I also like it because it has, like I was messing around with another lick, but it finished on 2 bass drums, and I was like, that's really awkward if you want to come out of a fill
and then play the downbeat.
And then play the downbeat. Yeah. You always end up having to do some sort of adjustment. Whereas I liked this one because I can't even play it now. Yeah, there's like a little bass drum on the last note, so it adds a nice little kind of a lilt into the one, or wherever.
Oh, nice.
So it kind of just gives a little little tumble into the beat, which is really cool.
Yeah,
it's like because when you played it into the from a groove and stuff, you're like it's got that sort of like push forward and then a pull back because the subdivision obviously jumps up massively. But then, because you've got that push, it almost like pushes you back again.
Yeah.
It's got a really good feel to it.
Like, push and pull the whole time.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, and if there's like, I think in my head, I don't know if you guys do this as well, but you like envision like hits or like a band playing those sort of things with that phrasing. It can, kind of,
well, that's exactly what I was thinking actually, because if I play and I've got like hits and I'm going. Even if it's like a cheeky, jazzy fusion gig, but you've got get down, rather than just playing snare crash. You can fit that in.
Yeah,
it just adds a little bit of kind of click it down.
Yeah, around the kind of like a
on the hit
section.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Or even that would be like a really cool intro drum fill.
Yeah, it's kind of like that Rosanna one.
Yeah,
it's not. I'm not comparing myself to that.
Yeah,
at
you're
all.
just like
but
Jeff Porcaro.
that opening fill, whatever.
Yeah,
like that sort of thing.
Yeah,
but
it's like a longer version of that. Same sort of feeling.
Exactly.
But it's quite nice because actually, if you played the fill until you hit the downbeat and then the 2, you're not 100%. The listener's not 100% sure what's the tempo because of that. Because you're starting that kind of subdivision, it disguises potentially where you're going to come out.
Yeah, because of where the little accent comes.
But
so that's mine. It's not crazy chop for a whole bar, but I guess it could be. So if there's someone out there listening to this going, oh yeah, I could make something even cooler, then do that and let us know, because it's a fun one to mess around with.
Yeah, it'd be really interesting to see like if anyone practices them and learns these or whatever, maybe why they kind of like turn it
very
into,
interesting to see if I practice them.
yeah, me included.
But
it'd be cool to see what people kind of make of them, because like already us just discussing the ideas of, we've all got ideas of how we would play it and sort of take it and change it and so on, so pretty cool.
What's what preset is that? Is that one of your own, Jay, on that?
This one just says, like, when I first got it, I spent ages messing around with it and I haven't gone back to it since. This one just says JJ Kit, so I have no idea.
No reference.
It says warm and dark, so that's kind of my own.
I'd agree with that.
Like my coffee.
Basically. So I think it's like, I think I just made myself feel better because obviously this cymbal is like 10 inches. It's definitely like 17 inches on the brain. Just to make myself feel more at home. But
cool.
But yeah,
great. I like that. I'm looking forward to seeing. Are you going to be able to get that notated out, Jay?
Yeah.
Maybe we'll share those if we can. But having heard it, I'll probably give me more opportunity to learn it now I've heard it, rather than just looking at the notation. But that's how we all learn different, isn't it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right then, Harry.
Cool. Let's bring it home. All
I can say, Harry, before we start, is we've come a long way in 5 months. From
we have.
I don't like e-kits. I'm never having one. To now doing
Here we are
live on a podcast on a kit.
Times have changed. We've moved on.
Times have changed.
Sound good?
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. I think what I'll do.
What's the kit?
This is just called Open Ring.
Okay. What's the make?
The actual Roland TD4, which I think doesn't exist anymore. I could be wrong, or at least there's an updated version that looks quite different to it. But yeah, sort of, I guess above entry model. It's got the mesh heads.
Yeah.
But I mean, it does the job perfectly. Tiny little pads for the cymbals and so on. I think the crashes are probably like 12-inch. But it does the job. Sounds like a cymbal. Happy days,
Great.
But yeah, I got a couple of nice different, sounds and so on. You can tune and muffle, and you can get quite into it, I have got a MIDI thing to plug into Logic and stuff, and can put all the good kits on there. But it's just like a bit of effort. You kind of can't.
Yeah, but it was perfect for like laying down demo tracks.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Recording to MIDI.
Yeah, happy days. Does all the jobs really.
Quite right. Me too. Yeah.
I think what I'll do is I'll just play a groove that this fill came out from. It's only a bar long. It's basically a bar of 16th notes. But it came from me practicing like up tempo, like punk beat sort of thing.
Yeah.
This is where it came from. So I haven't played this today, so I hope it goes well. And if it doesn't, we'll break it down and we'll learn it together. Yeah. But hopefully it should be fine.
It's all in the edit.
It's all in the edit. If it doesn't go well,
you're in charge of that, mate.
Yeah, if it doesn't go well and it sounds good, that's because I've definitely edited it. Slotted in another go. Okay, here we go. I'll just play like a couple of bars of groove. That.
Yeah. Wow.
So we're moving quite quick.
Yeah.
So yeah, literally just 16th notes all around. The first, if I break it down beat by beat, hopefully it'll be a bit more sort of digestible. So it is, the first beat is 1 E and which is just a hi-hat and a kick. Left, right, left. So you got, which you could also open the hi-hat for. But my pedal doesn't work, so it won't do that. So you got 1 E and
same boat when we do that on electric kit.
Yeah. That is the biggest downfall of electric kits, is the hi-hat. But
we can all be in agreement there, I think.
Yeah, no matter how much you spend, apart from Matt's, he's got a good one. So yeah, 1 E and then beat 2 is where it starts to sound more complicated than it is. It's just the orchestration. So you've got 2 E and which is right, left, kick, right on the rack tom. So far we've got 1 E and 2 E and
Yeah.
And then 3, beat 3 is 3 E and which is left on the snare, kick, right on the floor tom, left. And then the fourth beat is just kick, left, right, left. So your right hand's free to come up for a crash.
Nice.
So super slow it is. And all those snare hits pretty much are accents apart from the... You can make them ghost notes, you can accent them if you want.
Yeah.
nice.
That's it. So you get the ding ding at the end.
It's got those. It's kind of got like a little chunks of right left kick in there.
Yeah.
But in a 16th note rate, which kind of gives it a really cool little choppy feel in the middle of it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's like kick right left if you. Which is quite cool.
Yeah.
I love the fact Jay always kind of can listen to that whole thing and break that down. So that's a chunk of 3. That's a chunk of 3. That's a chunk of 4. You're
Very
really
clever.
good at that, Jay.
Yeah.
Good, man.
100%.
Pre-coffee, 4 hours kip, and he's still breaking down.
Still breaking those
I
chunks.
think it's the teacher in me. I'm immediately like, how can I make this as really simple for someone to understand as possible? It's probably what my
all we can say is we're glad you're here.
Yeah.
I'm like, just play 32 30-second notes.
Yeah, you know what 16 things are. Come on. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well done, mate. Yeah. So,
but I mean, there's really not much else to it, to be honest. I mean,
it is. It's one of those classic things where it, quote unquote, it's just 16th notes.
Yeah.
But because of the phrasing, the accents, and the orchestration, it sounds.
And also, you're playing it at like 180 BPM or whatever.
Yeah.
Well,
I can't remember what I played it on. No, that's 120. I think metronome built in. So this is like 155. Like that kind of.
Yeah.
Clip my stick there, but like you could go. I can't play the beat this fast. Like you can definitely disguise it, even more. But it just kind of came from me working on that sort of stuff to kind of, as you just heard, try and get a bit of stamina with it. Because I think a lot of people can play those sorts of beats, but by the time they're in the third bar, it's and it's just flamming and all that sort of stuff. So trying to get it clean, especially with that kick just before that second snare is always where it flams.
It's sounding clean. I've always been a little bit, like growing up, a little bit scared of those beats.
100%.
When they get really fast as well. Sometimes the snare and the hi-hat kind of go together. I think maybe when it gets really fast, like really, really quick. But then like when crashes start getting added in, that's when my head just goes, kind of like downbeats and like, and then it's like on the upbeat of one, but one is so fast that you're like, it just sounds like it's like slightly off, but not quite. And all of that. So it just sounds like chaos, which is, I guess, this
is kind of the intention, I guess, isn't it? But you have to be able to think and count and sort of hear it faster, because you've got to play fast, you've got to think fast. But if you're playing really fast, you're going to have to think even faster than that,
Yeah.
So if you're playing that at, whatever that was, like 175 or whatever, you've definitely got to, in your mind, be relaxed at probably 10 BPM more than that to make that feel comfortable.
To have the headspace.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Let alone to go and do like a 16th note fill, which, can feel like 30-second notes at obviously a much lower tempo and so on.
Yeah. And are you like counting that like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4? Are you going 1, 2, 3, kind of half time in it, or are you kind of keeping every?
On that point,
I think 1, 2, 3, 4, kind of like that. I was counting it. I don't know.
When I heard the click at like 155, it sounded to me like you're playing the snare on the up.
Yeah.
Because you're 1, 2, 3, 4. Get. Yeah. Okay. So you're not traditionally playing the snare 1, 2, 3,
on 2 and 4. Yeah.
Okay.
So technically it would be like almost 300 beats per minute if you're gonna like
write
it that way. But I don't know. It's also.
I think that would probably having the click at half speed at 150.
Yeah.
I think makes it feel more relaxed. Yeah, if that makes sense, because you just got
very chaotic if you've got that many clicks going on.
Yeah, no. Or even if you subdivided it at that, if you subdivided it to eighth notes, that would still feel quite intense, really.
Yeah. Well, that's a good way to practice with a click anyway. If like
100%,
play your click at half and play almost hear the click on the ups, or play the snare on the up, whichever way around you want to do it, because you're not so focused on bury the click, and because you're using it as a musical exactly. Counterpoint rather than No,
it's just
can you
a,
just
it's
play
just
it
a
one more
check-in.
time, Harry?
Yeah,
Do you
sure.
mind? I know you thought you were out of the woods.
Yeah. No, of course. Just the fill or the beat with the fill?
With the beat as well.
With the beat.
Grab the
Okay.
context. Sorry,
But
Harry.
do
I'm making you
fine,
work.
Fine.
Do it for 3 minutes.
With the click on, double the speed. All right, yeah, okay. So.
Nice.
Yeah. Love
So
it.
yeah. Obviously, it doesn't
Great.
sound maybe as dynamic as a normal kit would and so on,
No,
but
but-
you still get the sort of
Yeah,
shape
yeah.
and color of it as well.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Right. Well,
There you
I
go.
mean,
Three drops.
Very,
Yeah.
very different. All three of. I always like this when we all we tell each other like we're just going to bring something and then we don't talk to each other what it is.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
all just very, very different.
No, it's
in
great.
a cool way. It's cool.
Yeah.
No, it's really good. And
There we go.
What a good way to spend a Sunday morning.
Big fan.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Hopefully as well, if this comes out well, which I'm sure it has, we'll do it again with something
Yeah.
else maybe.
Cool.
Scopes
and
is here and there.
Definitely love to hear people's picking those up, having a practice of them, and posting them. Tag us in it, or send it to us directly if you don't want to post it. That's cool. But no, if anyone's got any questions about the three of the licks, fills, chops, whatever we call the episode, please DM us at Count Us In Podcast, and we will get back to you. Harry's got 2 messages still to reply to, I think.
Oh yeah, my apologies. Yeah, I can't remember who was that mentioned about the John Mayer born and raised thing. I have read it, but I need to get back to you. But I have seen the video, but I didn't know the facts that you told me about it. I thought it was very interesting. So thank you very much for that. And that is a great album as well. So check that out if you haven't.
Yeah, cool. So that's. I think we're just going to wrap up, guys. It's far too many notes. Far too many notes for a Sunday morning already. It's not even. It's just. It's
people will be wanting
10.
to turn it off and go and practice.
Get practice.
Itching to get to the practice kit. Yeah. But we'd love to see you do that. As I said, you can follow us on Instagram at Count Us In Podcast. We'd great to see you follow along. Drop us a DM if you took something from this episode or any of the previous episodes. We've had a few people, I think, have DM to say they're catching up on like 4 or 5.
Cool.
So it's nice to see our listening numbers boost a little bit. We do appreciate not everyone gets to listen to it on day one, it coming out. So it's really good. We've got some older episodes really kind of marching on now, haven't we? Some back in the 20s and 30s are really picking up momentum. So thank you for that. As we said at the start of the show, we will be at the drum show. So this comes out on the 3rd of October, doesn't it? This episode. So if you're listening on the 3rd, thank you. And then we're going to do a pre-drum show episode, which will come out the Friday before we go. I think it's literally the Friday after the drum show, isn't it? I think
so.
I think it's the day. Yeah, the day before the drum show.
Yeah, 14th.
We'll all be heading up.
We'll be heading up.
Yeah, you heading up the Friday night, Matt?
I am, yes. I'm there Friday, heading home late Sunday. So I'm there for the full weekend, as you guys are as well. So if you are heading to the drum show, drop us a message between now and then. And we'd love to, please shout out and bump into us if you see us. If you want to buy us a coffee at the drum show, that would be great. If you want to buy us a coffee before then, okay, I did that. You can do if you go to buymeacoffee.com/Count Us In Podcast. If you'd like to just recognise what you've got something from an episode or throw us £3, as we say here in the UK, that'd be great. We'd appreciate it. And it helps us kind of use that donations to invest in more tech and get like we've done today, get everything up and running to have the kits on here and everything. And that'd be cool. Or just buy coffee with it, which we all need. So that'd be cool. And this episode will be out on the 10th of October on YouTube. So please subscribe over there. You'll see any shorts we put out on there, which are the reels and stuff. I think that's all the housekeeping, gents, isn't it? We appreciate you all listening.
Yeah, all up. That's great.
Please let us know if you get anything from this episode. And we're now going to either practice or sit on the sofa with coffee.
Coffee first. Yeah. Can't be doing
Definitely.
else.
Yeah, great. All right, thanks, guys. Nice one. We got
Thanks,
there.
all.
The tech all worked, and I think hopefully we've got stuff we can use.
We say ahead of the edit and everything.
Yeah.
We might be recording this again.
This episode might never see the light of day. You never know.
Yeah, who knows?
Great success.
Who knows? Right. Till the next time, gents. Thanks everyone for listening.
Thanks everyone.
See you guys.
Bye.